Afternoon folks, I'm down at the unit. I'm working on this Rota Note. This is kind of the last machine that I've got that's down, and it's down for lamp issues, and it's always had them since I've had it. I've homed it down to this plug here. You can look, 3 of them have come out. Unfortunately, I don't have the tool to put them back in, and I don't really have the know-how, to be honest, how to put them in like that. I'm guessing there's some kind of tool. I tried to push them in with a screwdriver, but I wasn't confident that they was like making contact. So my solution, and it's a crazy one, is I've cut them all. I know where they go. I've got plenty of pictures. I've cut them all, and I've got another bit of loom off another MPS machine, and I've got this plug here off another one. And what I've done is I've stripped the wires that I need on the other end. I mean, obviously the colours are not going to match, and they've all got a spacer in a different place. As you can see, that one's like just over the middle. But luckily for me, on the board, the little piece, I think we've got the magnifying glass there. On the little PCP board here, it's this plug here I'm working on. So where that blank piece is, I can actually put that in there and it'll hang over the edges, if that makes sense. But it'll plug in. I've had it plugged in. So what I've got to do, I've already more or less done it, and just kind of sharing really, is I've got which ones go where, and the blanking piece on that one is the second one and third one in. That's from the right. So obviously this one, that blanking plate, that blanking will be in the same place, if that makes sense. So that plugs in like that. But luckily the first wire is just to the left of that, so them two have got no wires in at all. So the first 2 pins on there have got no wires to go on them. So basically there's 4 wires past that little pin blank, if you like. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then there's a 1 wire gap, and some of them have come out, so obviously, but there's a 1 wire gap, and then there's another 4. Then I think the two at the end are not used either, or is it 1? No, 1. There you go. The 1 at the end is not used. So basically I'm going to match, they're going to be matched like that. And like I say, I've already plugged it in. Luckily there's space either side, so the plug will sort of be like that. I'm hoping that'll solve it. The only thing is, if any of these are dodgy, I haven't got any more plugs, because this wiring loom came off a different machine. This hasn't got nowhere. I mean, Rota Note has got absolutely tons of lamps through this multiplexer, and that came off, I think, an each way nudger Mark III that I bought that was smashed really. So basically that's what I'm doing. It's a bit crazy, I know it's not the done thing, but I haven't got the tool to get them wires in, or the know-how. Like I say, they just push in and they like pierce the plastic edge and touch the wire inside. But I haven't really got the know-how to do that, and that's the only solution I can come up with. So my next sort of job is to strip them. And then I've already stripped the 8 I need off here, because I don't need all of them, so I've only stripped the 8 I need. I'm going to keep all the other wires on there as well, because you never know for future use. I might need to, if that doesn't solve it. I've only got a few lamps missing, like around that side are missing. They're working, half of them are working, them ain't working. There's a few up there not working, but that's about it. All them are working, all them down there are working. They're all working, so it's just annoying. It's just annoying. It's that half of that mainly. So that's what I'm doing anyway. Whether it works or not is another thing. I mean, at the end of the day, if it doesn't work, I can just strip this machine down for parts. But I don't really want to do that, because I don't know of another Rota Note. I don't know if anyone else has got one. I've got a few spares of these. I mean, that's the one that was originally in the machine, but I can't see as much would go wrong with them. I can't see anything kind of going wrong with them, because they're quite sturdy. I've got another couple there as well. That one is a spare one. Like I say, I've put a spare one in already. It doesn't make no difference. So but I have got plenty of them. Got my magnifying glass sort of forced it through there. So I'm getting blind as a bat, so obviously I can. But there you go, that's what I'm doing. If people are interested, I know some people are interested, some people ain't, but that's what I'm doing with Rota Note. I want to try and get this machine working, and I was on here yesterday, and I'm on here now. Whether it works or not, it's another matter. You'll soon know if it does. So if not, I'll be putting a shout out to where can I get these plugs from, because if I need to replace more of them, then I'll have to get some plugs and get my mate to put some wires in for me, and then yeah, but they're all plugged in. There's loads of them, but they all have the blanking things in a different part of the, they all have them in a different spot. Basically, that's the plug I've got here. Oh, look, you can see that matches that even wire colours. That's the plug I've got, but I'm using it for that. Anyway, I'll probably bored you enough for that. I've even got the old meter down in case I need it. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. So that's on JPM's Rota Note. I've even had that one open because that's got exactly the same system, but that one works perfect. That's that adder note. That's got exactly the same board on the back, but that one works. Like I say, that one works perfect. It's not the board. It's definitely not the board. There was 3 wires off that one. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit, folks. Have fun.